Okay. So I found this, and we all know how The View is. But interesting enough, as soon as the name is mentioned, they all get hyperactive. Just listen.
You know, I don't think that you can tell people whose families have been killed, whole entire lines of their families have been murdered, over 32,000 people, women and children, the majority, that, well, but if Trump wins, it would be better. The problem here is that it would be worse. The problem here is,
See, they made sure that they had to correct her. I don't know these women from Adam, I really don't. But wouldn't it be fair to say that she was on the right track of making a point and they completely had to flip it around for her? I don't know. I'm just saying.
that they are making themselves known. Michigan has about 200,000 Muslim voters. They are losing their family members, and the United States, the UN has found, is complicit in that. And that is because the United States sends $3.8 billion worth of aid to Israel, and that also includes arming them. Social scientists have found that if the United States stopped providing that aid, the war would be over. Let me just finish this. The war would be over in 3 days.
No, you know when the war would be over? If the Hamas would release the hostages.
No,
because that's when the war would be over.
Look how hyperactive she is, right? It's completely one-sided. This is hilarious.
But the issue is, those votes will matter. And I think Joe Biden is listening, because now at the UN, my understanding is that while they have voted for a ceasefire, the United States, instead of vetoing that vote, they just abstained. And so there is movement. I think that pressure is working. And I think if you have any shred of humanity, you must understand that those people are losing their entire families, lines and lines of families, and it's a humanitarian crisis. We had Jose Andres on our show who said food and water is a human right.
Yes.
His very foundation was targeted by the Israeli government, and 7 people died.
Okay.
That's
so
actually a mistake.
Since you've brought this up, we want to first
See, now Whoopi's gonna come in and clear it up and save the day.
say our hearts go out. The 7 aid workers who work for Jose Andres, the World Central Kitchen, who were killed during an Israeli strike in Gaza. I know we have to go, but I just need a second, because we all have to understand, okay? We all have to understand that these issues are important to people.
Yeah.
I think in order to make it stronger, you have to adopt some of my issues. I have to adopt some of your issues. We cannot fight this unless we fight it together.
Yeah.
And these issues that you're talking about with Gaza, as you know, have been going on for years. Joe seems to get it and seems to be on the path to make a change.
He is.
I like that.
That's
Really? Really? Am I deluded? I don't.
I would like him to get on the path to find all the Native American women that keep disappearing from our places. I would like him to get on top of making sure that women have everything they need. These are the things. I'm saying this because I feel like everybody needs to know we're fighting for the same thing.
Ma'am, no, we're not. Trafficking has never been a priority for this administration. At this point, I consider it elder abuse. Joe doesn't know if he's coming or going. So what you're talking about is irrelevant. I get it. You gotta make sure everybody sticks to the script, but this is just bullshit.
And so let us fight with you. Think about us fighting, and you fighting for me and me fighting for you. Much stronger together, in my opinion. We'll be right back.
Yes, much stronger together under a Democrat regime. Got it. where Americans aren't first. Dumb.